Okay, it's recording.
Hi everybody, welcome to our channel. Welcome to our platform. So, as you can see, it is my husband's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. So we decided to the kids are with Granny, and I booked the surprise getaway, and we are celebrating my husband's birthday. So if you want to, you can comment and wish him happy birthday. So guys, I hope you're all well during these trying times. It's good to be back here, and I actually said to my husband that we have to I would like to interview him, because last week he sent me a beautiful you know what, growing up, like we grew up, a lot of people that wrote a lot of hip-hop, a lot of MCs. My late brother was like an incredible writer, MC. So I am very lyrically minded, and I promise you this has got nothing to do with the facts. Like my husband knows, I'm blunt, I'm straightforward, and I read his stuff and I was just blown away, and I said to him, I said, we have to share this on this platform. And I said to him, you know what, I'm only going to read it once. When he sent it to me, I was like, wow, this is the best, one of the best writings that I've read in a long time. So guys, please be open-minded. And I said to him, I said, I actually don't want to talk to you about it like between us. I want to talk to you about it on our platform, Scholar of Life. I just want to find out, dig in, what exactly was in your mind, what pursued, and just a thought, you know. Like I said, I'm so intrigued about the human mind, but you know what? He is incredible. So baby, do you want to share? Happy birthday. How are you feeling?
Good.
So do you want to share what inspired you, or what triggered you, or what made you want to write this? What space were you in to want to write this?
Well, writing was never my thing, obviously. We were always around people that were, writing and stuff and rapping, and I enjoyed producing, obviously. I never did any of the other stuff, but I don't know. I mean, I never wrote anything. It was just like occasionally that I'd write something, remember, for you or whatever. And this one...
Yeah, growing up, you'd write stuff for me.
And I guess it was just playing around. That first one that I wrote was just like a play on words, where, remember that other one about like sort of the enemy. But that's easy to write. I felt like it's easy to write stuff like offensive things. Offensive stuff is easy to come up with. It's not that difficult, the dissing and all that kind of thing. I thought like I wanted to have a provoking thought to write something, and I have another one that I'm thinking about, but it has to come naturally. When it comes, it will flow. And I've got two actually that I'm trying to formulate. This one is just like an interesting, tough week, and stuff was happening in my mind, and I just thought some conversation that I'd had around that week with various people, and then I just I felt like writing that. It just literally came out in one evening, and then on the way to work I finished it. I wrote it in like no time. It just flowed, and I really enjoy it. I actually enjoy writing this stuff. It was pretty cool, and so
good.
It was just a week, and the events, and just the general state of mind and the conversations we've been having that inspired it.
Okay, so guys, what we're gonna do is that we are what do you suggest we do? We
I'll read it.
You read it,
Yeah.
okay? And then I'm gonna ask you questions from it.
Okay.
Okay. Listen. Listen. Conscious mind.
So this
listen.
one is called My Heart, Mind and Soul. Second, minutes, hours each day, slipping away without a trace, like water under a bridge. It feels like everything lands up in a ditch. Life's got to scratch that itch, suspend the pain in my brain or land up insane. The walls are closing in. I'm starting to suffocate, got to break away. All prayers seem in vain. Looking for light, constantly in a gunfight. Bodies pile up like gigabytes. I'm out of ammo, so I take a bite like cannibal appetite. Rewrite what's wrong and right. Open up my mind to receive the light. Reinstate what's mine. Separate from the undivine. Unclog my third eye. Reestablish a direct line between my God, my heart, my mind, and my soul. Rebuild the spirit network so I can begin to download. Replace the unholy mode. Sanitize my soul. I now see more than meets the eye. The revelations are beginning to realign. I start to feel so light. I levitate towards the might. The devil's trying to whisper lies, but my heart is filled with God's delight. Yet the mind is weak, and for a moment I lose sight and almost fall into the ditch again. But my spirit signal is so strong. My angel safety harness stops my fall. It jerks me back to life. That was a close call. I'm on my knees as the grace overflows. I feel unworthy, but I know it's just the devil's cheap flow. I now see through Shinigami eyes without sacrificing half of my life. The water that was underneath the bridge is now a fountain of truth and speech. I might trip here and there, but my spirit network is always there to shake me back to life and navigate me to what's right. And the zombies try to take what's mine, just fade away when they see the light that radiates my heart, my mind, and soul.
Incredible. Incredible. But my love, you know how I am, right? So when I read this, obviously, you know the way you express it and the way one reads it, you know. Okay, so obviously I'm going to ask you questions that I pick up here that I'd like to understand, you know, what like just break it down more deeper as you were writing this down. We'll start right at the top. So you said second, minutes, hours each day slipping away. Seconds, minutes, hours each day slipping away. What do you mean about that?
Well,
maybe you know me, like I'm gonna ask you line by line.
Okay, so but that obviously goes with the next few lines that fade away without a trace.
No, for sure.
So okay. what I'm saying there is, it's just like, you know, this endless loop of this loop you're stuck in all day long, this perpetual circle that you're like running around, and you're just wondering, like, are you making a difference? What is this all about? That's basically what that means.
Like, do we even get to see that? Like, do you realize, okay, it's amazing how we can just live, okay, day in the morning.
It's just the matrix.
And then nighttime, and then...
The matrix just takes over. It's crazy.
Like water under a bridge, it feels like everything lands up in a ditch. What do you mean about that?
Well, you know, there's a saying when they say, like, when you do something bad or whatever, and then people come and, like, talk about it, and you just say, it's water under a bridge, don't worry, we'll just move on. Yeah, basically it means that, like, it's so meaningless. It's like water under a bridge. So, like, it's just like it has you know, weight, but it's just now forgotten, like under a bridge, and everything like lands up in a ditch. Everything you try and do just never works out. You know, that's basically what it is. Everything
you try and do never works out. It feels like everything you try and do.
Obviously, the way the rhyme is set up. And it was unintentional completely.
No, for sure. But that's how.
It's like you dive into, and this is how we are. We got to dive into the darkness to see the light.
For sure.
And that's what it does, kind of. It kind of goes into the darkness and then goes into the light, and you know, sets up. Yeah.
Then you're like, life's a bitch. Got to scratch that itch. Suspend the pain. Okay.
That's basically like people like drinking away, smoking away, suspending that pain, just doing stuff to get distracted, to just ignore that thing that's like just perpetual circle of craziness.
Wow.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, just gotta scratch that itch.
I want to break that down. What do you mean scratch that itch?
Oh,
What itch? Itch of pain?
That itch, you know, that
Yeah.
that thing, that feeling you have that you're stuck in a matrix and then you want to get out, but you just don't know how. So what you do is you suspend it. You just basically suppress it by using chemicals, by using antidepressants, by using subscription meds, and the list goes on and on and on. The things have been set up for the world to suppress your feelings so that you don't feel and see.
So good, man. So good. Suspend the pain in my brain. Let's see. Or land up insane.
That's just basically part of that.
Well, say it, break it down.
Same thing. I mean, if you don't, it's like you have the knowledge, but it's so fogged up and so clogged up. It's like trying to imagine the universe in one go. It just drives you mad. And it's like when you're trying to imagine all the things you got to deal with at once, it's like you go insane. So you got to suspend that pain because you're just gonna go insane. You know, you can't deal with it.
Facts.
You know, and just you suppress.
Yeah. False illusion. Okay. I'm starting to suffocate. Got to break away.
The walls are closing
in vain.
Yeah.
I'm starting to suffocate. Got to break away. All prayers seem in vain.
It's just really part of that where, you know, and it's more like, you know, this idea of religion and everything where like you're praying, you're doing things, it's not working out. Why? Because it's just in vain. Because why? We are following man, we're not following God. And that's what it is. People go to church, they think they'll pray, and then it's just all in vain because it just never works out.
For sure. Nice. Okay, the walls are closing in. You know, like as I'm reading this, it's a reality, and you know it's a reality of so many people. Like it's just that, are you gonna come out of it? And how are you gonna come out of it? You know? Okay. So it says, or land up insane, the walls are closing in, I'm starting to suffocate, got to break away. Gotta break away. That's it. There's the answer there.
You're just like, you gotta break away.
But where are you gonna break away from? What do you mean break away? Break away to a choice that you're gonna make, obviously. Break away to darkness or light, or you got to break away from all of these negative things that you just explained, right?
Exactly. You want to break away from all that.
Yeah. Got you. Okay. Okay. Constantly in a gunfight, bodies pile up like
gigabytes.
Explain that. Constantly in a gunfight, bodies pile up like gigabytes.
It's a really, obviously, gunfight metaphor to just fighting this thing that's coming at you, people, things that come at you. So you're always in a gunfight. And basically the reference to gigabytes is just how that's social media, that's internet, that's data that's being used to suppress us even more. So just like the bodies that we, like all that stuff we fight, is like the same as all the time we spend on social media pretending and doing all that stuff. And that's basically
what do you mean social media pretending? I'm not going to let you slip past that one.
Obviously,
and I love that.
Projections.
Guys, no judging. Hey, scholar of life, but it's reality. Sorry, it is reality. This space is reality. We are also part of the reality.
The matrix is everywhere. And we are part of it. It's just how far we allow it to control us.
Exactly.
And so basically, so what I mean, we know by social media it's all the, you know, the virtue signaling, like it's that hollow echo machine that whatever you send out will come back at you multiplied. So whatever you thinking, believing, send it there, it'll come back at you and just confirm. And then you're just going to go deeper into that rabbit hole and just basically, you know, get lost further and more distracted from the reality.
Yeah. Very cool. distracted from reality. How?
Social media.
Yeah.
All that stuff that goes
Yeah.
on, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it.
What if it's their reality? Is it possible? Is it possible? No, it's not possible.
The problem, the thing,
I really
it's
don't get
difficult
it.
to say
I'm
because
also part of that. So
we're all part of it. We don't fully understand the effects of social media yet because it's so new.
And
We don't
we're old
understand
school, yeah.
it. We don't fully understand it, what
Yeah.
it's doing to us, how it's
Yeah.
controlling us, and
Yeah.
what it is. We as a humanity, we don't understand it. Us, we're in a generation that basically came up where we saw it all happen in front of our eyes. We still remember what it's like to have a phone that you got a it's got a pulse or tone dial on it. You know, we remember that still. And we saw how the internet came, how Facebook came, how Twitter came, how all these platforms appeared, and how, you know, how that redirected the, you know, our society. And it is so new. It's like maybe 5-10 years old, and I think we still don't fully understand the effect that it has on us as humans, because it's like microwave data transfers. So like you send out your opinions and everything so quickly to so many people at such a rate that now it just becomes so clogged up. Like before, like the internet doesn't have a section for this is the encyclopedia, this is stories or whatever, like a library. Your library, you go, you know, on the internet everything is fact, everything is believed, and so that's basically what it is. It's just social media distracting society at the moment. That's how I feel. I don't know if
I absolutely agree. I'll give you an example. So, you know, I always make an excuse with my husband, like, you know, he doesn't like taking pictures, and I always say to him, yeah, but you know what, like when I ask him to take pictures of me, and that's another thing with Vanity as well, with this whole thing of like this illusion, right? And I'm like, yeah, you wouldn't get it, man. Us black folk, we love taking pictures and stuff like that. But the reality of it, you know, that's also something that I'm learning. And I see with a lot of people that there won't be intimates in the reality. They're so quick. We are so quick. Well, I'm going to put you apart from this because I know you don't do that. Where we would rather have the picture. We're so drained. And I thought about it. I mean, if you're going to think about, okay, I'm going to go to a specific place and take that picture so that I can put it on social media. I mean, it's so mind consuming because do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm learning to because sometimes I'll be like, okay, my love, let's just take the pictures quickly and then we can sit and have fun, and then I'll see a beautiful spot again. There's nothing wrong with taking pictures, but if you think about it like on a deeper level, what is that all about, really? You know, there's a difference about just really taking a picture, and there's a difference about just this vanity. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm really,
it's very difficult to keep that separated, you know.
Like, yeah, I just spoke the truth about things that obviously is, you know, I wouldn't want to talk about, but it's reality, and it's really irritating me a bit. I need to just calm down on that because I think it's vanity. Simple. You better talk about that and not keep quiet about it because I brought it up. So you better, I mean, and I know you know what you'd want to say about it. Like, it
but
feels
I've said
like
everything I've said. It's just
no,
fronting.
I mean, the photos, like fronting. Fronting. Not necessarily.
Not always.
Fronting, not
you know what?
always.
Let's just make it clear that it doesn't mean that all social media events and all
Yes.
activities is just evil and draining and whatever.
Yes.
There's a line, and it's hard not
There's
to
a
cross
line.
that. And that's the thing,
Yeah.
to walk that fine line, and that's
Yeah.
what it is. It's just to, you know, keep it whatever, but it just becomes so consuming for some that they live in that
Yeah.
reality. That's
Yes,
what it
that's
is.
what I was trying to get to. Like, there was those girls downstairs were all like at a dinner table, dolled up, looking beautiful, but everyone was on their phone. And I've noticed, especially with this new age, where a lot of people is on their phone and there's no having that like conversation, solid conversation. Maybe it'll be 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but at the back of their mind, they're like status. Yeah, that needs to chill. I need to kill that, like, proper. Okay, all right, my love. So, constantly, okay. I'm out of ammo, so I take a bite like a cannibal appetite. Yeah, break that down.
That's just part of that, like where you come from.
What do you mean you're out of ammo?
Meaning you got so many targets coming at you. You got so much fight on you that you're out of ammo now. You're tired now. You can no longer fight. So they're so close to you.
Sure.
You're taking a bite out of them. You're like, you're not gonna get me.
Yeah.
I will go down fighting. That's basically what it is.
Until you have no ammo.
There's no ammo. I have no ammo, but I'm gonna bite you now. I'm gonna eat you up. I'm gonna it will be till my last breath.
Okay. What are you gonna fight? Because love,
so what I'm saying,
so what you said is like we're like fighting the system, okay, and it's consuming us. But why do you have the strength now to fight back when you like ran out of ammo?
It's just to basically like it's a reference to say, even when I'm out of ammo, when I fight at you at a distance, when you come so close to me, I'll still bite you. I'll still take you out with my last breath.
Got you.
That's what it is.
Okay. Open up my mind to receive the light. Now we're going to start eating. This like blew my mind. Open up my mind to receive the light.
That basically continues to say from the previous way, I'm fighting things. And why am I fighting things? I'm fighting things so I can unclog, so I can open up some space. I'm moving things away. I want to just separate myself from what's coming at me. And when I'm doing that, I'm opening up my mind. I'm ready to receive the light. The more I walk away from what's trying to come at me, then the more it's coming to light.
Maybe is this Reinstate?
Reinstate.
Oh, sorry. Schooling was not my thing. Okay, Reinstate. Okay, reinstate what's mine.
Exactly. Like, obviously, what I'm saying there, what God gives us is already ours. It's
for sure.
And what we don't have is what
Reinstate,
we've lost.
Oh my gosh.
It's what we've lost.
Yeah.
It's not what we didn't have. That's what I'm trying to say. You've always had it. You just got to get it back. Reinstate what's mine.
Reinstate what's mine. Reinstate what's mine. See, I reinstated. It was mine. I reinstated. Okay. No, got you. This is good, my love. All right, reinstate what's mine. Separate from the undivine. Please break that down. Unclog my third eye. Separate from the undivine. Unclog my third eye. What's up?
Again, very simple. Just get away from things which are holding us back, dark, things that are not meant to be. By clogging our third eye, which is always a reference, is the connection to the spiritual world, the third eye, the pineal gland.
But people get it twisted with the third eye thing.
No, I know,
but another level.
But in this instance, it is the connection to the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
And it is, and when I say unclogged, it's like your drainage. When the water doesn't want to go down and you unclog it and then it just disappears. That's what I mean, like open it up and let it just, shine or connect rather.
Good. Reestablish a direct line. Oh my gosh. Reestablish a direct line. My love, you're not going to say, it says what it says, exactly what it says. Reestablish a direct line. What is this direct line?
Read the next paragraph.
Between my God, my heart, my mind, and my soul. Yeah?
Yeah, that's a tough one because everyone's idea of God and spirituality can differ. And this is where things get, you want to call it debatable or whatever.
But you called it a direct line, so there can only be one direct line.
But that's what I'm saying there, between your God, remember. And what I'm saying there is, it was funny, remember when we went to church and they would always say, may my God like you remember, they always say that they used to always say that, my God, my God, my God, may my God bless you, may my God bless you. And I always used to bring it up with the pastor, and he used to say, well, why is it your God? Why is it not our God? How come you can make a reference to your own God, and why is it not our God? And I never really got a solid answer for that. It was just something that they said, and it just always stuck with me. I never understood why we didn't say our God. It would always be may my God bless you, may my God do this and whatever. And I still don't understand. If somebody can explain that to me, it would be great, but I don't get it.
I think I know what they're trying to say. They're trying to say my God, meaning that my God is the real God. That's what they're basically
But that's what I hope
they're
not saying, and
that's exactly what they're saying. They're saying that may my God,
or may the God of like a specific XX church bless you.
No, that's not on. That's not on. I mean, if you said, may the God of Abraham, if you read that word, because I believe in the Bible, I believe in Scripture. I'm not even, you know what? I don't even debate my faith, and I've said it over and over that I'm not religious. I have a relationship with God. You see, and before Scripture, I believe the things that I read in Scripture is what I already believed anyway, through the relationship with God. So when you say, so when they say my God and all of that, like again, baby, religious people, they have their...
No, 100%, but this is why I'm not bounding anything to anyone. Like I know with you, it's undebatable and you understand and you grew with the, word of God and Bible and everything. I'm just saying, like, may your God, whatever is in you, whatever it's working for you, because I don't want to separate people.
But baby, that's where I'm going to say and a lot of people have said that to me, and I'm going to fight it until because I've heard this before. People have said, and if you want to comment, put your comments, it's fine. It's fine, and I don't blame you, But I've heard people say, oh, really happy? I see now you're living this Christian life and whatever. And I'm like, I listen to them and I'm like, shame, if you only knew exactly who this amazing God that you think you are now speaking, you are describing this God through religion, that you are putting me in that box. And I've heard people say, whatever works for you, whatever works for you. Oh, okay. God, if you believe in that kind of whatever, it's not about whatever works for you. It's not. And I've had a lot of atheists, bring this up.
I understand.
This story. No, wait, baby. I'm going to make this clear because we're not going to skip over it. And this is that's what I'm saying. This platform is very sensitive because you see, when we are going to put ourselves in a place where people's going to listen to us, that's why I'm very sensitive about God and everything. But I'm going to say it is through Jesus Christ. And I know religion has made it sound like, oh, it's through, I know the word of Jesus Christ, Yeshua. I know that religion has really messed it up for a lot of people. But I don't need church or anything to make me believe in the story of Jesus and that it's the truth. And that it's the truth. It is the truth. And who God is. And the story about Jesus and the story about God, I promise you, I'm so sorry about, how we just had it all figured out, and it was so confusing for so many people. But you know what? If one thing that I'm always going to say this, even my friends that are atheists know, and they will call me, they'll say, Happy, please pray for me, because they know that the story about Jesus Christ is true. So I don't buy that whatever works for you. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, because I've played with so many spirits. I've played with so many, I believed in so many things, until it was made clear that it is Jesus Christ. It is Jesus Christ, and He's the truth, the way. I've dabbled in so many things, and this is the truth. But anyway, love y'all. Okay. Next one, my baby. Oh. Okay, let's go, my love. So where are we now? So I can begin to download and replace. Oh, okay, there we go. Between my God, my heart, my mind, and my soul. Yeah, okay, baby. So you said between my God, my heart, my mind, and my soul.
Basically meaning that to realign yourself with, with God, and basically just, it's difficult to grasp, but it's like the universe trying to understand it. And I know for some it might be simple, and for others it's not. But the whole spiritual and that is a topic that's quite harsh, and it will require a lot of unpacking. But for the sake of this, it's basically just to realign your mind, your heart, and your soul. Meaning that obviously those three things are very different. And it's like your mind, your heart, and your soul. And like, we always say, do what your heart says, because we know the heart knows, but the heart always gets polluted by the mind, because the mind is what basically absorbs all the realities around us, and it basically distorts the heart. But then the heart is what connects you to the soul, and the soul is basically, your spiritual realm, and what, that other thing of the other dimension, which we don't understand either, I think. So that's just basically it, to say that those three need to align together before you can become, before you are ready to receive the light.
Wow. Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome, my love. Awesome. You the man. Okay, we're almost done, baby. We're finishing this thing. Whoever wants to go drink tea, go have some tea, brush teeth, come back. We're still here. We have to. I'm in love with this. I respect you for this, and if we can change one person that can get the light, just get light out of this. We've done our part. Okay, so where are we, my love? Don't have my glasses. Okay, got to break away. We were there. My mind, so I can begin to down. Okay, rebuild the spirit network, so I can begin to download. Replace the unholy mode. Sanitize my soul. I have to read that again. Listen to this. Reestablish a direct line between my God, my heart, my mind, and my soul. Rebuild the spirit network, so I can begin to download, replace. So I can begin to download, replace the unholy mode. Replace it. Replace the unholy mode. Sanitize my soul.
Well, basically, like it says, once you align your heart, mind, and soul, you begin to download, and that's, I'm always making references to technical stuff, because that's what I live in.
That's what you do, yeah. It's amazing.
And I think it just, when you put it in that perspective, it just makes it like almost easier to understand. You're like breaking it down, because we understand technology better now, and it's just,
baby, it's just cool. It's just insane. I even get it.
So like establishing a direct line, and then you basically begin to download. Replace the unholy mode, meaning it's just like your phone, when you go into like, your plane mode or whatever mode, like, it's like we're stuck in a mode which is just unholy. It's unholy mode, basically. We are unholy. And what it means to be unholy is that can be understood by everybody. We know what's right and wrong by default. We don't even need to really read a ton of books to know what's right and wrong. Your heart knows what's right and wrong. And to be unholy, I think, is to ignore that. Is to ignore what's right and wrong, and to, use other people and use their pains and just, advance your way at the cost of others. That's what I think is being unholy. Wow. So basically when you download, you just go into you exit that mode, because it's not your default mode. You went into that mode. so you come out of it back again. In all of this, like I say, we by default, we have what's right. It's just that we've diverted into the other, into the unholy mode.
Sanitize my soul.
We are so consumed by all this that's going on around us. I just had to make a reference to that because somehow we think that, we sanitize, we kill all bacteria, we destroy coronavirus that allows us to live. So to sanitize your soul is to purify, to kill all the demons, to just, can you picture that? It's like they just fall off all of you as you sanitize your soul.
Olenyora, Joe. Olenyora. It means you bona. Olenyora. Can't explain it in English, but it means, hey, bona, you the man. It's a pity, baby, you don't do this with me because I just want to fist bump all the time. Sorry, my husband's I must do that. This.
Fist bump.
This, baby. He prefers this. If I try and do that, he does that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Then what meets the eyes? Okay. I now see more than what meets the eye. The revelations are begging to
beginning.
Okay.
Beginning to realign.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let me say that again. Okay. I now see more than what meets the eye. The revelations are beginning. I can't say beginning, baby. I always go beginning. Beginning to realign. I start to feel so light. I levitate towards the might. Break that down.
So,
I read that like I was reading gibberish. Then what meets I now see more than what meets the eye. The revelations are beginning to realign. I start to feel so light. Maybe that's a lot. That is nice.
So basically by you clearing up your soul, by dropping those demons, by going from the unholy mode, you now see more than what meets the eye. This is not what we are seeing here. There's a lot more to this than this. The revelations are beginning to realign. I made that reference to the Bible, obviously, because now the Revelations is the last book, right? That's where things go down. And this is where they realign, and basically you start to see, oh my gosh, this is happening. This is going down. This is what you're basically doing. And by you seeing, it's going down, you start to let go of things, because the moment you realize hey, this is beyond my control, it's when you let go of this weight, or this dead weight that you carry, and then it makes you light, and then you levitate toward the might. That's what that meant. So spiritually, you become light, and you levitate towards the might, meaning God and what's right.
Wow. The devil tries to whisper lies, but my heart is filled with God's delight.
I check the next line.
The devil tries to whisper lies, but my heart is filled with God's delight. Yet the mind is weak. Baby, you good. My love, do you hear what you are writing here? Do you hear what you are writing here, baby? Let me read this again. Okay. The devil tries to whisper lies, but my heart is filled with God's delight. Yet the mind is weak, and for a moment I lose sight, and almost fall into the ditch again. But my spirit signal is so strong. My angel's safety horn stops my fall. There's some words I want to say with how dope you are, but I can't use the words no more, man. My love, let me read that again. This is one of my favorite parts. The devil tries to whisper lies, but my heart is filled with God's delight. Yet the mind is weak, and for a moment I lose sight and almost fall into the ditch again. But my spirit signal is so strong. My angel's safety horn stops my fall. Psalms 91. Read Psalms 91. Read Psalms 91. Break it down here, baby. It jerks me back to life. I got jerked back to life. You know that.
Yeah. It's basically some of the, like it is. Once you start to see the light, it doesn't end. And as much for me, especially...
The part, sorry that I'm interrupting, baby. I just don't want you to miss any part. The part where you also said, yet my mind is weak. Like,
yeah, so, for me, this whole, God, devil, and all of those things are quite, it's still, I don't want to say new, but it is something that we are always debating in my minds. Well, some maybe don't want to admit it, or some say they don't, they know what's right and wrong. I'm going to say I'm always debating it, because that's where I'm at. And for me, I'm starting to, because why I don't like it is because people want to use it as an excuse. I don't like that. I don't want to say when things go down and they say, oh, the devil did it or whatever. People don't take responsibility for stuff, you understand? And it's very easy to go into that. And that's why I've always been very cautious to say God did this or devil did this and whatever. It's very difficult. Like, I don't want to put those claims down. You got to feel them. You can't just, know them. So basically, that is like when you start to come right, when you start to see things, you're going to fall again. And the devil, and why I say the devil is because it's just, the system doesn't want you to be okay. The system does not want you to see the light, because then you become uncontrollable. You understand? And that is basically the devil whispering things in your like, oh, let me just rather go back to whatever it may be, whoever you are, because people are battling a lot of things inside. We don't even know what people are fighting. We all have a battle we are facing, right? And it's easy to give into it. So, but you know what's right and wrong. You know what's right and wrong. When you make that decision, when you make that call, when you make that move, when you open a door, when you do this, when you do that, you deep inside, you know what's right and wrong, but yet you push through anyway because of your mind. Your mind is just always in your head, because the things which we don't create is our heart and our soul, right? But the mind is something that we feed every day with the things around us, and that's why the mind is weak. Yeah. And it basically pollutes, or it filters through things that,
But then you've got an answer to fix that problem with the weak mind. Your spirit signal is so strong. And
so when you begin to go from the unholy mode, you start to download, and that signal is so strong because you've now allowed light into your life. You know what I mean? And so when I talk about there's a safety harness, it's like when we work at heights, we have to wear a safety harness. And it's got this funny thing on it where you clip yourself on, and if you fall, it just jerks you. So it breaks your fall. And that's what I'm saying there, like my angel's safety harness, which I don't even see because I've clipped myself now. I've opened up my heart, to the light. And so that's basically it. So. And once you do that, you get angels that help you.
Amen.
Angels will guide you.
For sure.
You're not alone in the spirit world. You get assistance. And that's what it is.
Oh, my husband, thanks for marrying me. Thank you so much. Jackpot! Jackpot! Oh, thank you. Okay. I mustn't do this. The kids for today, they go like this. Eee. Oh, it's happening out there, baby. Hey, no. I mustn't be in with the in things. Okay, so that was a close call. Right? I'm on my knees as the grace overflows. I feel unworthy, but I know it's just the devil's cheap flow. Baby, who are you, man? Who are these days? You see, baby, the thing is that when we were young, I knew that I was marrying a dynamite. I knew it. I knew it, baby. Baby, I knew it. You're amazing. You're amazing, my love. Oh my gosh, you're so spiritual, baby. Wow. Okay. I feel unworthy, but I know it's just the devil's cheap flow. Baby, I'm not even going to go to the next line. Please break that line down.
That's just because, obviously, you know, it feels, because we go so deep into the darkness. Once you see the light, you realize like how wrong you've been, you know, and every time you dip into that wrongness, you just like feel like, oh, why did I do this? It's like, oh my gosh, did I do this again? That's when you feel like unworthy, you know. But then you just realize, like, you know, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay. It's okay to be, you're not unworthy. It's just the devil's cheap flow. It's just the devil continuously still, when you think you are out, he's still there in your ear, still telling you, you know what, you didn't do that thing, but you tried anyway, and you are still unworthy and whatever, you know. And just because you feel that way compared to the light, that's why you feel unworthy. But in reality, you know, it's just, again, it's the devil's cheap flow. We're made from light. We're not made from darkness. We're going back to, we're exiting that mode. We're not going into that mode.
Amen. Okay. Okay. It's just the devil's cheap flow. I now see through the...
Okay, that's a reference to a manga.
What's a manga?
Like an anime.
Oh, cartoon.
Yeah.
The ones that our daughter loves so much.
Me and Kicks. I now see through Shinigami eyes without losing half of my life. I put that in there. It's just because I love also anime, and it's from a very deep story. It's from a story which I'm not going to get into, but basically what it is that in the movie, in the story, there's this power that they possess. If they have this book, and then they're able to like use death on other people, and what happens is then there's like the reaper that kind of comes to you when you have that power. And if you want to further your power, you have to like give up half of your life in order to see these certain things. And that's what I'm saying. I got that stuff without even losing half of my life. That's what it is. It's just more of a manga reference.
Okay. I now see, Without sacrificing half of my life, the water that was underneath the bridge is now a fountain of truth and speech. And I might trip here and there. But my spirit network is always there. To shake me back to life. Listen, guys, listen. Listen. I might trip here and there. So don't beat yourself up. Because so that's why it's important that you align yourself to that light, because you've always got backup. But if you don't align yourself to that light, there's going to be trouble in paradise. So that's why we can be confident in God, because it says, I might trip here and there, but my spirit network is always there, God, to shake me back to life and navigate me to what's right. And the zombies try to take what's mine just fade away when they see the light. Oh my gosh, my love. Yeah. Okay, listen, I might trip here and there, but my spirit network is always there to shake me back to life and navigate me to what's right. And the zombies try to take what's mine. And the zombies that try to take what's mine just fade away when they see the light. There's a verse in the Bible that says, like, even like the whatever, like demons tremble with the fear when they hear the name of, like when they hear who God is, you know. That radiates my heart, mind, and soul. In closing, break that down, baby.
I was saying there, the water underneath the bridge, the water that was underneath the bridge is now a fountain of truth and speech. Basically, I was saying earlier on, like life is like water under a bridge. Everything I do just, lands up in a ditch. That same things that were just like dying, that meant nothing, is now up in the front. It's no longer water under a bridge. It's a fountain of the truth and speech, meaning that we're going to talk about this and we're going to spread it. We're not going to leave it to ourselves. We're going to talk about this. Okay,
Wow.
and then obviously
Wow.
I might trip here and there again.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's just like,
Yeah.
we're gonna.
Oh
Hey,
wow, I like what
you're
you're
not gonna
saying.
make it. It's okay. You're gonna trip. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna have the devil whisper in your ear, but you always have that network you can rely on. If you open up your heart, your mind, and soul, and you align it, that network will always be there. And I say to shake you back, because that's what it has to do. It's not just to, okay, I'm okay. It must shake you back each time so that you can, come back and know what's right, And then basically with the zombies now, I'm basically saying now I no longer have no gunfights. I'm not piling bodies like gigabytes. I'm no longer biting them like a cannibal appetite. I'm just, the light is doing the work for me. They can't even come close to me. I'm not even fighting them anymore. It's just like because of the light that radiates my heart, my mind and soul, because I've realigned now and my network is so strong.
My love, thank you. I'm just, I want to cry. But anyway, in closing, we love you. My love, I cover you under the blood of Jesus. No weapon formed against you will prosper. You are needed in this world in times like this. Thank you. I'm so honored to have you. You see, they always say introverts. My husband is an introvert. But look, listen to that mind. So I really thank God for you. I thank God for you. Peace. It was a good one, baby. It was so natural. You broke it down. Oh my word. How long was it, baby? 45 minutes?
50.
50 minutes.